Your lunch break is more important than your overtimes. My name is Alir Boba. I've worked as a physical therapist aide for a year and a half. Now I'm a personal trainer helping men in healthcare feel looser in their scrubs again, lose the love handles, and stop the overeating so they can lose the 10 pounds, feel better energy, and feel better in their scrubs. And the biggest thing I noticed working as a physical therapist aide is that most physical therapists don't go outside. Most of the time, they're staying inside. They're asking their patients, oh, how's the weather outside right now? I haven't been outside for basically the whole day. I would literally hear responses just like that by my physical therapist that I was working with. He almost never went outside. His lunch breaks, either he would have it inside, order something in, or maybe just have a light fruit, or even just skip meals throughout the whole day and just spam coffees to keep him energized. Now, when I saw this, I asked him, how are you able to even do this? Like, how are you even functioning right now? Barely getting any food, only going on coffee, barely even any water. I'm like, how are you even surviving right now? I knew something was definitely wrong, and he was literally telling me that he was feeling tighter in his scrubs. He was like, every morning, like, I feel like my love handles are starting to stick out more and more. I'm starting to feel tighter in my scrubs. And he wasn't even that fat. He just had a little bit of a gut. Maybe he had to lose like 15 to 20 pounds if he wanted to see abs. And I was like, bro, your lifestyle, your routine is messed up. And I realized this is for most men in healthcare. This wasn't just my physical therapist. Most of you guys are literally waking up early, downing coffee straight from the morning to lunch, barely any food, barely any water. And for their lunch breaks, they order in and they eat in the same environment that they just worked in. They might go to like a break room or that little tiny room and have their lunch over there. But at the end of the day, if you're having your lunch in the same environment where you literally just worked with patients, stressed out, burnt out in, all that food, no matter how healthy it is going to turn into fat. The lifestyle for most men in healthcare is literally destroying the way they look. And it's the simple fixes that changes everything. You don't need more gym. You don't need more cardio. You don't need a stricter diet. You need to reduce the stress. That's the one thing you need to do as a man in healthcare who is trying to lose weight. And again, if you want to feel looser in your scrubs, if you don't like that you feel tight in your clothes and you might have to even buy bigger clothes, you need to fix your lifestyle. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do so. The first one that I did with my physical therapist was literally just getting him to go outside for his lunch breaks. I told him, look, when you're free, go outside, walk for like 20-30 minutes. If you could do 30, that's amazing. If you can't, at least 15 to 20 minutes. Walk outside, get some sunlight, breathe, have a fruit, have something. But don't order in. Don't stay in the same environment you just worked in. Even if it's in a break room, that's even worse, to be honest. You're in a little tiny room, all stressed out. Like, you need to get outside. Get outside, hydrate, relax, have some fruit. Do these things and relax your body. Or else when you go home, you're just going to keep overeating because the whole day you're stressed out. Number 2 is lower the coffee. You guys have way too much coffee. And I understand you're low on energy. But the fix, if you're low on energy, isn't to just spam more coffees. Because when you do that, you're not allowing your cortisol to reset. You got to realize your cortisol is going like this throughout the whole day. If you just keep spiking, now when you go home, your body is looking for anything to bring that down. So what does it go towards? Foods, snacks, takeout. That is why you overeat. Because not only are you eating addicting foods, bioengineered to make you addicted, but also your body is craving to drop the cortisol, which you've been boosting throughout the whole day because you have no energy. But the real fix for the energy is taking magnesium. This was the best fix that I did with my physical therapist because I told him, get this magnesium supplement. I'll link it down in the description below. Very good ingredients, very good quality. Literally the first night, he started seeing better sleep. He said the next day as well, I don't have as much cravings. I have better energy. I didn't even need coffee this whole day. He literally told me that in one day. Now, it might not work for you in just one day. It might take you 1 to 2, maybe 3 weeks. But the real fix is you need magnesium. Because you're barely eating any food, your body is deprived of that and you're not getting enough energy because of that. Now, the third and the most important one is getting an Instant Pot, unless you're willing to cook. But what I've noticed is that most men, especially after working a stressful day, you don't want to cook. All you want to do is just order out, get something quick, something convenient, something simple, because you're stressed out. Now, with the Instant Pot, this is the best fix, even better investment than going to the gym. Why? Because in 1 to 2 minutes, right? You have water, you put the water in the pot, and then you put sweet potato, rice, bone broth, literally whatever you want. Put whatever food you want in the pot, close the lid. There's a keep warm button. This is very important because if you do this in the morning, you press the keep warm button, do this for like 20-30 minutes, like set the timer, 20-30 minutes, and then you let it do its thing. It will do everything for you. You don't have to worry. You go to work, you come back, and all that food that you literally just prepared in the morning or even the night before will continue to stay warm. You could do this for like 3 days if you wanted to. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend that, but it stays warm forever. So when you come home, you don't have to worry about, oh, what am I going to eat? I know I should be cooking, but I want something quick. I want something simple. And then you start overeating. Now, when you do this, everything is simple. Everything is ready, fresh, warm, and tastes good and will satiate you so that you could just eat your food, walk a little bit, and then go to sleep. Now, literally after doing this with my physical therapist, he lost 10 pounds within literally a few weeks. He started seeing his upper 2 abs. Going on stuff like lunch breaks, taking that magnesium, hydrating more, doing these simple basic stuff. Like I didn't even touch his gym routine. I didn't touch anything about the gym until I told him, look, you need to use your lunch break. You need to hydrate. You need to do all these simple basic stuff. Cook at home. Again, if you don't want to cook, use the Instant Pot. And after doing these simple basic stuff, he started seeing his abs. That's when he told me, yo, I kind of want to start going to the gym more. Like, what should be my routine? What should be my program? Because once you remove the stress, your testosterone starts increasing. Your drive, your energy, everything starts increasing. He felt looser. I remember literally within like 1 to 2 weeks, he was like, yo, I actually feel looser in my scrubs. Like, this is nice. I'm waking up. My love handles aren't there anymore. I'm like, bro, it's that simple. You just need to make the simple lifestyle fixes. Now, if you are someone working in healthcare, you notice that your scrubs are getting tighter. You want to feel better in your clothes again. You want to have that higher energy. You don't want to just be stressed out throughout the whole day, come home and overeat, and repeat that cycle constantly. DM me on Instagram, and I will help you implement this into your schedule. If you have any more questions, just comment down below. I'll link the magnesium supplement in the description and also a really good water bottle so that it's nice, big, keep you hydrated throughout the whole day, which does make a big difference.